morning, guys, and happy Thursday. We are still here in Orlando. There's Eric. We're doing a little bit of resort hopping today. So currently we are over at the boardwalk. Not sure if you guys can see. You can't see, but I'll show you in a little bit. We are here because we want to do a little bit of, like I said, resort hopping. We're gonna get on the gondolas and kind of just hang out today, not doing any parks today. Eric mentioned in the last video that we were at the boardwalk, and the boardwalk was, I don't know, it really wasn't giving, but with that I see that they are behind us over here. You can't see, doing a little bit of pressure washing, so I don't know, maybe they're getting their act together. But it's a little bit loud, so I'm gonna pick you guys back up in a minute, but just want to stop in really quickly, open up today's vlog. Hope you guys are doing well. It's already hot. She has on jeans for whatever reason, so we'll see y'all in a little bit. We want to give you guys a little bit of proprietary information. So if you're wanting to get over to the boardwalk and you're not staying at the boardwalk, it's not impossible, guys. Eric, go ahead and put them up on game. Sorry about the darkness.
So the boardwalk area consists of about 5 hotels. Now you can pay to park at the Swan and Dolphin hotels. Those are in the boardwalk area. You can pay to park, but it is expensive. It's like $25, $28, which is about the same as what it costs to park at a theme park.
Right.
But if you park specifically at the boardwalk hotel, not yacht club, not beach club, not Swan and Dolphin, but the boardwalk.
There is a boardwalk hotel.
Tell them you're here for shopping and dining. Come to the boardwalk hotel, specifically main entrance, and they will usually let you in for free.
Heard it here first. And just like that, guys, we are here at the boardwalk. I'll let Eric tell you guys a little bit more about the boardwalk adjacent hotels, but they all actually lead to Epcot and Hollywood Studios.
So this is a view from the boardwalk hotel out onto the boardwalk. You see right here. So you got boat transportation that will take you to Hollywood Studios, which is roughly that way, and Epcot, which is that way. And you can walk. It's like half a block to the right to go to Epcot, and maybe quarter of a mile to go to Hollywood Studios on the left. So the boardwalk hotel is behind me. If you look way over in the corner, see that dolphin? That is the part of the Swan and Dolphin Hotel, that big green fish, which technically is a Marriott Westin hotel. So if you have Marriott points, you can check out the Swan and Dolphin. They're both massive hotels, really nice. Then across the way there, I believe this is Beach Club. And then over to the other side is Yacht Club. They both basically look the same or themed pretty much the same. But those are both Disney hotels, really fun, nice hotels. I think these are considered luxury resorts. All of these resorts are considered luxury. Really nice. This is one of the easier properties to get onto and resort hop. It's not as easy to resort hop at Disney as it used to be. I know Coronado Springs is pretty easy to get into. Port Orleans is pretty easy. This one, you know, if you park at Swan or Dolphin or come to the boardwalk and tell them you're here for shopping or dining. But some of the hotels are not easy. Any of the ones in the Disney area, Polynesian, Grand Floridian, Contemporary, any of the ones in the, I should say, Magic Kingdom area, are really hard to resort hop unless you have a dining reservation. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it can be really difficult to get onto those. But what I like about this resort, it has like the Surrey bikes, so you can ride the bikes around the, it's a loop here, so you can ride around the property. We used to do that a lot with Chase. They do have a few restaurants. We'll pass by those on the right. Some of them are kind of under construction a little bit, but it's a nice dining and eating area. So yeah, we like this resort. It does need, you know, some updates, but overall a pretty good place to stay and hang out.
We're now approaching the Skyliner turn station. While this special station was designed just for turning, other Skyliner stations were designed to complement their unique environments. From the glamour of Disney's Hollywood Studios to the laid-back islands of Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort.
So yeah, guys, a little bit of a bumpy ride here, but you can see the swan and dolphin, those two big pinkish. Whoa, man, this gondola is moving off in the distance. And over in the left, you can kind of see it through the trees there is the Swan Reserve. That's the newest.
We have made it onto the gondolas, and let me tell you, it is a beautiful thing when you get on the gondolas and you're on just with your party. Here lately, Disney has been letting us get on by ourselves. I will say when the gondolas were like super new, you had to share the gondola with another family, and that can be kind of awkward, but we're happy. Today we are on by ourselves. There's Eric over there in his seat. And so what we do sometimes when we don't want to ride with anyone else, we'll get on and Eric and I'll each take a bench.
Like that really works.
Right.
They know
what we're doing.
I think if it gets crowded enough, I still think they will put you on with something.
I think so too.
It's just not crowded.
Yeah, it's not real bad. But we are up in the sky. Can you guys see the traffic, the road down there? Probably not. There's another gondola passing by right there. We're pretty high up.
The European Riviera
let me let her say her
and
speech.
inspired many great artists over the centuries, including Walt
But actually,
Disney
she just
himself.
mentioned the Riviera. We are actually headed over to the Riviera Resort. Oh, look at that gondola right there, kind of suspended next to us.
It's Snow White.
That.
So the gondolas have themes. A lot of them do. That one's Snow White.
Yeah.
And the Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah. So those are the wrapped ones. Some are wrapped, some are not wrapped.
This one we're on is not wrapped.
Yeah. I think we've been on this cover before. But yeah, so we're just heading over to Disney's Riviera Resort. We mentioned in yesterday's video that a lot of the new towers, a lot of the new resorts going up are actually not all that themed, and the Riviera is actually one of them. It is adjacent to what, Eric?
Caribbean Beach. They actually tore down part of Caribbean Beach to build the Riviera Resort.
Yeah, and I will say the Caribbean Beach Resort is actually pretty well themed. It's like you're in Aruba, you know, the Bahamas, Jamaica. It's a really nicely themed resort. It is an older resort, and I feel that the Riviera being on property, almost on property with it, I think it doesn't really add a whole lot. The Riviera,
people have criticized the Riviera for not being
Welcome to Disney
all that thing.
as well, but we'll see. We've never toured it, so
Yeah, this will be our first
we'll give you our
Disney
opinion.
Hollywood Studios.
So when you get on the gondolas, there is a mandatory stop, and I think are we coming up to that
Yeah,
mandatory
it's the
stop?
Riviera one. We're gonna get off.
Yeah, we have to get off right here. Well, this is where
No,
we're
this
going.
is yeah. The mandatory one is over at Caribbean,
Okay.
but
They're like
Riviera where we're getting off is optional.
Okay.
But we're gonna get off to tour the resort.
All right. So
Please
see
remain
y'all in a
seated
minute.
until the door.
We're off the gondolas.
Like I do get European, but it's like a generic European. So at Universal, there's a hotel called Portofino.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
I've been there many times. It looks, they did a real good job.
Eric resort hops everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's what he means. He's been there many times.
So that to me,
let's cut
the one
through
at
here.
Universal looks a little. It feels like you're in Italy just a little bit.
So you guys let us know. What do you think this is giving? Is it giving the actual vibe it's supposed to give? I don't know. The roof line up there,
that's a little
the curve.
Parisian.
The way it's cut gives Parisian, but again, this is just kind of generic. And all these people right here are actually going to grab something to eat. Oh no, that's the way to the Skyliner. Okay, all right.
And I think too, it's harder to theme a high-rise hotel, right? That's why I think a lot of the original Disney hotels, Coronado Springs, Art of Animation, All-Star, Caribbean Beach, are low-rises. It's easier to theme a low-rise.
Yeah, but it's pretty though.
But it's nice.
It's nice. Here's one of the pools. Again, we're not staying here, so not sure if this is the only pool. Yeah.
You can go over to Caribbean Beach though and use some of their pools.
Right. Okay. We're heading upstairs. We're inside of the lobby right now. And what I will say is the inside is pretty. It's really cute, but honestly, I think I like the lobby at the lobby at Coronado Springs better on yesterday, right? I feel that the lobby there is a little bit more open. Here you have a couple of lounges. They're cute. You have a little petite cafe over there. Cute little pastries. There's a bar right here, really nice. And you absolutely have to love these floors. Just really pretty. However, the openness of Coronado Springs on yesterday, it was really a vibe. And I think that's why we chose that one. Alrighty then. Alright, so we're back outside, guys, and we're going to just grab a spot here. Eric, what about over there?
Okay.
Under one of those umbrellas over there. Right now, I feel like we're in the Tuileries outside.
In Paris, that's the garden that's outside the Louvre in Paris.
Yeah, we know y'all know. But I'm not sure if I was impressed with the lobby, right?
This is what I would say.
Yeah.
Going on the inside, the resort is very well themed. Like the inside is really well themed. They are obviously going for a Parisian vibe. All the stores have Parisian names, so it's going for Paris. It is well themed on the inside. Lots of beautiful white marble, ironwork, but it is small. It's tight. It's not a huge grand lobby. It's a small, kind of a tight lobby by Disney standards.
Yeah. And so, you know, we were staying at Margaritaville before Coronado Springs, so we're just kind of used to, you know, the grandness of the lobbies and then, you know, the public spaces. And so going inside there just now, it was kind of tight.
They were
it was
trying
a
to
little
save
bit
space.
tight. Before we get back to our review, let me just say the humidity, this particular trip is on humidity times
Can humidity go past 100%? This is 110%.
I think we're encroaching on 200% humidity. I am out here like, melting. But anyway, hey.
But nobody told you to wear jeans.
I know, I don't know why I wore these jeans.
I guess you thought the hole in the jeans was going to ventilate.
For it is what it is. So yeah, the humidity says, girl, it is what it is. Drop down, click the link in the description box to get your It Is What It Is t-shirt. But Eric, would you break your neck getting over to this resort?
If you really want to be on Disney property in a nice new resort, you got the Skyliner, which is really nice on property. The pool is nice.
Sorry for the darkness, guys. We're underneath this umbrella.
I would stay here. I would stay here, but I would definitely look at a Margaritaville and do a comparison, or maybe even a Coronado Springs before you break the bank, because it's going to cost you.
It is.
I would give this resort a good solid 7, 8 out of 10.
Okay, I'm not
But
mad
remember,
at
you're
it.
paying for that. There's a lot of cost associated with that.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
But I know the rooms are going to be smaller.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just really loving right now where we are at with Coronado Springs, and then where we will most likely be on the next trip, which is back over at Margaritaville. Disney offers up all the vibes in terms of theming, and I know we said that the theming for this particular resort is not all that great, but I feel you do get a little bit of immersion.
You do.
But I like the space.
See, you like space.
I do. I like
the lobby was tight. I know we said that already. The lobby was smaller than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Guys, so we have actually made it over to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort right here. What do you call this, like maybe a marquee, Eric?
Yeah, this is just a map of the resort, and you can see the different buildings are themed after different Caribbean islands. So you have Aruba, Jamaica, Barbados. I was gonna say Barbados. Barbados. Trinidad, Martinique. I think they used to have, where Riviera is, I think they used to be Turks and Caicos. They tore down a couple of buildings.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, Riviera, correction, does have, it looks like 2 pools. So it looks like there was a main pool for everybody, and it looks like there was more of an adult chill pool. But they had 2 pools. One was more chill.
All right.
But overall, a nice area.
Yeah, really nice. As you can see, guys, look at just like on yesterday when we were, you know, at Coronado Springs, kind of walking around, showing you guys the buildings there. Look at how beautifully painted and themed these particular buildings are. I know you guys have all been to the Caribbean, and you know that these types of colors are absolutely on trend, indicative of what the paint color would look like if you were actually in the Caribbean.
Indicative. Look at you using those SAT words. Okay.
What
Former teacher in the house. Okay.
I don't even know if I use that correctly. Indicative. I don't know if I guess right. We could squeeze it in and make it make sense. I'll make it fit. But anyway, you have your man-made beach here. As you can see, we overlook the Riviera Resort over there from where we walked. So they are pretty much connected. So you can just walk over and enjoy the amenities over, you know, at each of the resorts. But I just love how we have the pine tree, not the pine trees. No, we're not in Atlanta. I love how we have the palm trees lining our little walkway right here, the sandy beach. You have the hammocks, you have the beach chairs, just really pretty. Now, I will note that this water is not for swimming. No. It's not for swimming. That's just for your visual enjoyment. But just a really pretty resort, once again, just like yesterday. Really nice.
You look across the water here, you know, I was a little bit critical, or we were critical of Riviera's lobby. And let me point out the difference. So if you look across, this whole area could really be considered the Caribbean Beach Resorts lobby. So their lobby, you know, looks like a little village. It's got shopping, it's got restaurant, it's got bars, it's got the little lighthouse, it's got the pool. So, you know, that's more of an old school Disney vibe. So if you compare that to the Riviera lobby, with Riviera, it's a nice lobby, but you just get a lobby. Here, it's a whole themed little village that you see there across the water.